Everybody, welcome to Financial Independence Firm. All right, so we are going to retry this. I didn't realize that the stream had audio but no visuals. So if anybody hops in, please let me know if you can hear and see. But we're going to try this again. So first episode, we want to do something a little bit different. We want to do something a little bit more fun on this channel and educational at the same time. We're going to do a Harry Mack video. So for those of you who don't know, he's your favorite rapper's favorite freestylist. Your favorite freestyler's favorite freestyler. He's phenomenal. But in this particular video, he talks to someone 78 years old, and I thought it was very interesting, her word choices. So we're going to go ahead and watch the video. As they say in his community, you never skip a Harry Mack video. So I was very disappointed. I saw that this was posted almost 24 hours ago and it had about 8,000 views up to this point. Let's run this up. This was a very important conversation, very special what he did, and it's all off the top of the dome. But let's see. Hopefully you guys will be able to get this going. Excuse me. Boom. Oh, I'm figuring it out. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let's get into the video.
You're here. It's so nice to see you. How's it going?
It's going well. I'm new. I have to confess, I'm new to hip hop.
Okay.
Because I'm an old bag who when hip hop was happening during my youth,
yeah,
it wasn't anything I wanted to listen to because it was all that gangster rap. It wasn't what I wanted to hear.
Right.
Plus, I'm in Canada now.
Oh.
I mean, I've been here since 1970, to tell you the truth. So
okay.
A lot of stuff I just plain missed.
Right.
So
yeah,
I'm discovering it through your hip hops, through your freestyles.
Oh, awesome.
And I'm learning about it now. Especially because I was a music major when I went to school, so I can relate to all the practice you have to put in to learn something.
Yes. That's awesome. What was your primary instrument?
Well, I tried to play the clarinet, but I had no talent, so I didn't really last very long.
I'm sure you had some talent, but I hear you.
But now I'm playing the djembe these days.
Oh,
I've gone back to my roots.
Yes. Awesome. Well, we're super excited to have you on here, Karen. What are you thinking for the freestyle? Did you have some words for me or a topic?
I actually...
All right, y'all. I know the attention span is like -3 nowadays, or equivalent to a goldfish. So... this is just the beginning of the video, guys. He always gets to know the person first, and then they'll give him random word suggestions. Looks like this was already set up beforehand, so she has words prepped. Okay.
Really did because I'm as old as I am, 78. I'm in a generation. I've got more years behind me than I've got in front of me. So the words that I have are a little bit different.
Yeah.
For instance, I have one called downsize.
Downsize.
That's something I have to think about.
Yeah.
I also have to start, I hope I don't have to, but long-term care is another one.
Long-term care. Yeah. Yes. That's a thing.
And because I'm, if people were able to live to 100, like I'm in that final quarter.
Right.
So that's the words, final quarter.
Final quarter. Yes.
Final quarter. Yeah.
Well, we'll see. I don't know, Karen. I wouldn't have put you, what'd you say, 78?
78, yeah.
I wouldn't have, you have a young energy to you, so I don't know. You might not be in the final quarter. We'll see. We'll see,
right. I know I'm still riding my motorcycle, so it's possible that...
there you go.
I gotta admit, yeah, it's true.
78 on a motorcycle, like that is inspiring right there. I hope that I'm still doing something like that when I'm.
I hope so too. But the last word, if you want to throw it in there, is reincarnation.
Reincarnation. Oh wow.
All right, so as you can tell, Karen has some time to actually think about her words, but we're going to talk about the first three: downsizing, long-term care, and final quarter. Now, I might come back to this reincarnation, but that's a separate video, separate topic. However, let's go ahead and listen to this because, like we say, never skip a Harry Mack video.
Yeah.
Is that your belief that we're reincarnated?
I think there's too much. We have to have more than one chance at this. There's just too much to be learned.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. You're right. There is too much to be learned. Okay, this is dope. So we're gonna go with downsize, which is something you're thinking about. We're gonna go with long-term care, which is sometimes that's needed, you know, at a certain point. We're going to go with final quarter, right?
Right.
And then last but not least, reincarnation.
Yes.
Okay. These are great suggestions.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to mute my audio.
Oh, okay. Good idea. Yeah. So we don't get feedback. All right, here we go.
I'm not muting my audio. Already.
Yeah. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Check it out. Come on. Yeah. When I'm spitting, man, I gotta get live. I be on a quest like Tribe. Yo, every time I rhyme, I deliver the vibe. At a certain point in life, we gotta downsize. Honestly, I feel I gotta do that now. How'd I get all these possessions? Someone tell me how. Some days I feel like it's weighing me down. And to let go with things, yo, at times it's profound. I'm trying to find out how to live with this vision. I'm trying to find out how to focus on minimalism. Cause I don't need possessions all up in my hand for me to live a bright life. Please understand, we downsizing. And it's just what we need, we downsizing. I take a moment to breathe, we downsizing. Cause it's the simple joys in life that I feel could never be destroyed. It's not about having gear, not about having toys, not about big speakers that can make mad noise. As long as I got this throat and this voice, I can speak it out into existence. Can't avoid the truth of the moment.
All right, sorry to interrupt Harry's freestyle, but just remember, this is a freestyle. All right, so I do have some notes here that I want to talk and touch on. So don't judge me when I'm not looking directly at the screen. But Harry Mack talked about downsizing, right? And this is a concern of Karen's. And I think this is a perfect word to start because this is literally an introduction into the bamboo doctrine. This is the mindset that you need to have. A buddy of mine, Mike Yakovich, his father, Joe, has his own financial firm as well. And he wrote a book talking about retirement. And he talks about most of us focus on getting up the hill. And when you hit the peak of the hill, that's retirement. Everybody focuses on retirement, that goal to get there, right? But what's interesting from that book, I found out more people actually will die going back down the hill as opposed to going up the hill. And that just has to deal with planning and legacy. And I thought that was very interesting because so much of our energy, time, and effort is consumed in getting to this goal, but we don't care about how do we get back down it. How do we sustain retirement? So I thought that was very interesting because she's talking about downsizing, and that I don't know why we don't listen to the elderly. You know, we talk about getting mentorships, especially in our day and age, and elderly have so much life experience that we can learn from. I've talked to many elderly where they get to the point where they just downsize. They just feel like we don't need it. And if we're not going to listen to our elders, we can at least listen to the word. Jesus, like he literally says this in Mark 8:36. It's what good is it for a man to gain the world but was to lose his soul? Something along those lines. And what I really feel like the bigger picture that people don't see. So the way I describe it is if you were to lose your job for 30 years, how would that affect you and your family? Just think about it. Isn't that what retirement is? So if you have retirement and then your income decreases significantly, that's when reality starts hitting. And that's when Karen's starting to have this conversation like, man, I might need to downsize. Man, where did all this stuff come from, right? And a lot of people don't consider that because our system is so elusive. We really think that we can pay for things or that we own these things just because it's in our house, and it's not. This is debt. Our system is based off of debt. And these possessions, when you lose your income, can go from challenging to crippling. So I thought this was a phenomenal way to just start it and just focus on what is really, really important. Again, it's not about having possessions with the bamboo doctrine. It's about the ability to own possessions and even more importantly, to sustain a lifestyle. But let's go back to this Harry Mack video. Great job. Didn't mean to interrupt the flow, sir.
So I'm about to hone it, downsizing, but somehow we keep growing. It seems quite ironic, the future looks iconic, so I keep stepping towards it, keep moving forward. Listen, y'all know I make you aware, listening to music, yo, that's long-term care, cause it starts at the beginning and it follows you through life. Many different genres that we choose, that we like, that we hear, and I know you missed out on plenty hip-hop, but it means the most that you came here to give props. And you learn about the genre through these freestyles, me thinking about that in my brain, yo, it seems wild. It's incredible. Y'all know we keep moving on a daily basis, yo, we striving, we improving. Long-term care, it happens over decades. Yo, we working hard not to get paid. We working hard so we can improve our physical. We working hard.
So he said it best. Long-term care is something that you work on for decades. Let's just break it down. Long-term care, it's care that you're supposed to get. And when I hear term, I think of when I was in mortgages. You have a 5-year term, 10 years, 15, 20, 25, 30. You have different terms, right? Long term. So it's a long term where you should be able to get care. And what I think about when I hear this, so for the young people who think, hey man, why are we listening to you? You're a big bro. Why are we listening to someone who's 78 years old? Well, just remember, all of us, especially this generation that's about to get to work, just think about this for a second. Social Security is long-term care, health care, benefits, as far as retirement, unemployment, if you were to happen to lose a job. There's all these different things that we're paying for, right? So imagine if the government comes up to you and say, sign that. We're going to ask, what does it mean? Oh yeah, we're going to take money aside and give it to all these programs that we just mentioned. Okay, well what about me? Am I going to get it? Yeah, we'll give that back to you. We're going to take money out of your check, every single check. And then we'll give it back to you 30 to 40 years later if the money's still there. And then you hear articles about it's supposed to run out by 2033 to 2037. And you're about to start working. Is that something that you would sign up for? Or a little bit different situation for those who are older. You have been putting money into this every single month for your entire working life. And now that they're saying that the benefits may be either cut away completely, reduced, it may be more expensive. But again, the promise was shifted. We said, hey, we will provide a sustainable long-term care for you for us taking money out of your contract. That contract broken. Why do we have to think about it? Aren't we already paying for it? So my biggest thing is just imagine if you shifted your funds from the promise that was broken, clearly broken, into something that will guarantee you income. You can literally set it up to where you guarantee income. That way, even if you run out of money, you will never run out of income. That's like Social Security. If you get to a certain point and you can get more than you put in because it's a contract. That's the value of a contract, that they will pay you based off of the terms. They have to honor it. So there's a way that you can structure something outside of that. There's a way where you don't have to be reliant on Medicaid and Medicare. There is a way. Or at least to supplement it. So long-term care is definitely a concern a lot of people talk about, but it's something that's very avoidable at the same time.
So that we can make moves that's pivotal. We working hard so we can keep our mind sharp. 78 years young? Yo, my heart is going out to you because I thought you were like 2 decades younger. Check out the energy that I've run you. Shouts out to Karen with the joy, so you know it's vital. I can see you smiling now on your motorcycle. Going forward with the speed. This energy is exactly what we need. Yo, Karen, I can't tell you 78. You got that youthful fire, and you got me inspired on the real. Yeah, so we keep going forward. I know you said that you in your final quarter, but honestly, I can't tell. Your energy is rare. You might not even be halfway there. Get prepared. We might live to 150. Hey, yo, I feel these vibes that you give me swiftly. We about to take it to the max. Multiple generational, yo, that's facts. It's amazing how the music transcends all limitations. So we keep pushing forward with these innovations. Yeah, and y'all know I came to spit the flames. Plus, in the final quarter, that's when you can win the game. So we about to hit that half-court buzzer beater. H-Mack off the dome with another heater. Yeah, I break it down for y'all with the realness. I'm quick to put it in your system, then I make you feel this.
Wow. In the final quarter is when you can win the game. So for all of those who follow basketball, I love basketball. It's NBA Finals right now, and Halliburton has been going crazy in these final quarters, the Pacers in general. But I want to add to that line. The final quarter is when you can win the game, but at the same time, that could be when you lose the game. Prime example of this that I think of is Chadwick Boseman, RIP to our Black Panther, phenomenal guy, from what I've seen and heard. But when he died, at the time of his death, he had about 1.9 million estimated in just net worth. And after court costs, probation, and taxes, that 1.9, his family only got 900,000 of that. So that's the first thing that I think of. Like, you can win the game or you can lose the game at the end, because if that happened to Chadwick Boseman, what protections do we have in place? It doesn't matter if you're a millionaire or not. It matters what system you have. And personally speaking, everything that I'm building, everything that I'm working for, I want that to go to my family. I don't want that to go to the government. I might have a different tune if I could trust them, if they're still good faith. Because ideally I hear what they're saying. It's for great reasons. It's to benefit. It's to, supposed to help the community and humanity. However, I don't trust that they will do that. So, if you trust them, then you can leave the system the way that it is. But inheritance tax can be up to 40%. I don't want them to take 40% of my money.